to go to that instead. Two. I am not even in this thing.
Hello and welcome back to Industry Week 2022. I'm Dean Jackson. In a moment I'll be talking to the legend that is Linda Perry. Just a quick reminder before we do that though, that if you have any questions, please post them in the Zoom question box and we'll get to them in around half an hour's time. There are still slots on some of the other sessions available. If you go to iw.confetti.ac.uk, use your NTU or Confetti login and you can sign in there and look at some of the other sessions as well that are now up there. If you use hashtag IW22 on Twitter or Instagram, then you will you'll be able to go into a draw for various prizes, and all next week, if you're coming to the end of your time at Confetti, then there is a special team of employability experts available for you. Right, I'm not even going to start listing the artists that our next guest has worked with. She's founded record labels, she's worked with some of the biggest names in the industry in production terms and writing terms. She's been a lead singer of a band herself, scored film soundtracks. The list is endless. Rather than me just listing, let's make the most of our time with Linda Perry, who joins us now. Hello.
Hello there.
Linda, where do you join us from? You're in a swell-looking surrounding there.
Well, these swell-looking surroundings are my studio in Los Angeles, and yeah, I've been working. It's a little messy right now. I've been working on this film called Luckiest Girl Alive, and I'm in the crunch time right now, hence why I have to keep this short for me, because it's like I have Netflix coming in here in a hour and a half, and I have to have shit done. So anyways, thank you. I'm so sorry I was late, and I really appreciate being here.
No, please don't apologise. We're honoured to have you in our presence, and if you've got Netflix coming round, I mean, we'll move on. Scoring films, then, how is that compared to writing songs for other artists or for yourself?
Well, I find it, it is my happy place. I can't believe it's taken me this long. I actually knew a long time ago I wanted to score films. I just didn't have the confidence, because it's a whole other animal, And, but honestly, I don't know. The artists are just, a buzzkill to me, because the artists just want to be relevant and be influencers and copy everybody. It's like I find the pop world like ambulance chasers, they're just chasing the next accident, and I'm just not involved or interested, should I say. Not that people aren't doing great things, but I don't know. I don't feel like people are being risky and taking chances and jumping off the ledge, and I don't know, it's a little safe for me. So I started putting my efforts in managing artists and scoring.
So we'll move on from the scoring in just a second, but I'm fascinated to know so you see the film, you see the scene, and you've got a soundtrack going on in your head that you need to transcribe. Is that how it works?
Oh no, it's not in my head. It's on film. So you are watching a film, as you can see, and there's emotions that have to be played with. So, my job as a composer is to help support the characters. And sometimes if you can get too busy, if your ego comes in and starts like, oh, look at me, how amazing I am, you're not a good support system. Now you're just trying to out-act you're outscoring the actor. So, I think the job of a composer is to really understand where the film is going. What does the director want people feeling right now? Sometimes you can lead an emotion, and that sometimes is a good thing, and sometimes it's a bad thing. You don't want everybody to know a car chase is about to happen, so you don't put the yet. You wait, but if I put that in there, I'm letting people know something's about to happen. So it works in scary films, and because you want people to have that tension. So it's really, I'm still figuring it out, man, and it's pretty fun. It's really challenging. It's stressful, but all the perfect ingredients for Linda Perry.
Well, I've read interviews with you before where you sound as though you hate the industry that you're in with all of the jargon that you use, but then you just freely admit you're in love with it as well. So is it all a love-hate relationship?
Oh, no, I don't hate the business at all. I love it. There's no hate. What I don't like is when people are trying to emulate, stay safe, think about money and influencers and numbers before they think about the creative. That's the part that bumps me. But I love this business. Don't get me wrong. I mean, I've been all over this business. I've been in and out. I've been everywhere. I'm still going. I'm still finding little holes I haven't, been to yet. And I love it. It's dingy. It's greedy. It's dirty. It's awesome. It's sexy. It's rock and roll. It's edgy. It's pathetic. It's genius. I mean, it's everything that, I think that we're supposed to feel with, being in life. Like the music business it's a lot. And I love every moment of it.
I saw an interview you did a number of years ago that remained with me, actually. It was with Larry King, and you did an interview where and the thing that came out of that interview was the importance of honesty in writing. And from what you're saying now is that there's a lack of that integrity creeping in. Is honesty still the number one ingredient, do you think, for you?
Yeah, of course. I mean, as you can tell by just me talking, that's why maybe you can get wrong about my intentions towards music. I'm just a really honest person. I'm going to tell people how I feel, but honestly, that doesn't mean anything. I mean, I'm just a person expressing my opinion, and I feel it's extremely important to be honest in this business and just life in general. We don't have time. There's not a lot of time, although there's so much time, and I can't believe I'm still alive. But it's like, and I have like another 50. Life is going to be cruel to me, and I'm going to live to like 120, and it's going to be so devastating to be 110 and just like still going.
Oh, we lost the stream. Linda, I don't know if you can still hear me. The stream's frozen just for the moment. We'll see if it comes back. We'll give it a few moments. Yeah. Our stream is still working, so if you do have any questions, this is a good time.
I'm going to...
Oh, you're back. I think you're back, Linda. Can you hear me? Oh.
She lost connection completely.
Okay, so we've lost the connection with Linda. Linda will no doubt be reconnecting in just a moment. And Linda is an absolute legend. She's worked with the likes of Pink and Christina Aguilera and contributed to albums from Adele and many others as well. So, if you are writing songs for yourself or thinking of writing songs for others, this is literally a once-in-a-lifetime opportunity. We're talking about someone who is one of the greats in our generation, really, when it comes to songwriting. So, if you do have any questions, please put them in the Zoom box and we'll get to them. And it's quite a short session, this one, because as she said, Linda's got Netflix coming round imminently. So I'll be handing over to John for your questions in around 20 minutes' time. How are we doing there?
What's going on?
Oh, very good.
The only time for that joke.
Yes.
Can you not hear me?
Oh, I can hear you now, Linda. Can you hear me? I think we're back. We might be back in the room.
I'm going to go to Texas.
While we're just waiting to reconnect, I'll do a plug for the BBC Introducing gig tomorrow night. Just a few more tickets have just been released. So if you fancy coming to that, it did sell out, but we've released a few more in the last hour. So if you go to the Metronome website, they will sell out. So it will be good to see you there. Come.
To jump off and reconnect with you guys?
Oh,
You were back and then went.
you were back, Linda, and then we lost you again.
I'm going to go to Texas.
Okay. Stay tuned. We'll be back. We'll be right back.
Back here.
Hey.
On the screen, but I can't see.
Hi, Linda. Can you hear me now? I can see you, but I can't hear you. I think this is the first time I've ever had a glitch, one of these actually. Linda, can you hear me? It's tantalising that we've got a multiple award-winning songwriter on my screen here, and she can't hear me.
Okay.
Hello?
Okay, just gonna get back to the TED one sec.
Be right back.
It's me. I think
on the Wi-Fi, it would still.
Hello, can you guys hear me?
We can hear you, Linda. Can you hear
Oh,
us?
okay. Yeah, I
Hey.
think yeah, because my shit's stable over here. You guys are glitching out, and I was still here, and then you disappeared on the video, and then your audio disappeared. But anyways, all right.
You're back. You're back. That's the important thing. So
I'm back, everybody! Technology sucks!
when the doorbell goes and Netflix get there, you have to let us know. I want to go back to you said something about chasing ambulances and writing with other artists at the moment. Is that a new feeling for you? You haven't always felt like that, right?
Well, I think that what's important is that, like I said, I've always, to me, integrity is everything. I love music. I'm a music maker. I go to sleep with music. I wake up with music. I have a hard time sleeping because music is just, compiled in this brain under this big hat. That's why I wear hats, to hold all the creative energy in here, man. So what happens is that I just want to play music, and I just want to feel good. I want my 7-year-old son to be proud of me. I want the kids on this chat room to think I'm cool and know that I'm sticking to, my integrity, and that, hey, Linda Perry might be a weirdo, but that chick never broke. She stayed true to her heart all the way through my career. And that's all I care about. And I don't really care about the other bullshit that people deal with. I don't want any of that. I'm not looking for that. I don't care about fucking numbers and all that. Is my stuff good? Yes. Great. That's all I care about. And that's what anybody should care about. That's it.
What was it like to get a call from Pink to ask to work together? Because that came quite out of the blue, didn't it?
It was well, I didn't know who she was, and I just get this random phone call from a chick, saying my name's Pink, and then I was like, who the fuck is this, And then I saw a video when videos were happening still on MTV, and then here's this chick, with this white leather, I don't know, look like a motorcycle outfit or some sort, and pink hair, and talking about bling bling and ching chings, and I was like, oh, she's got the wrong Linda Perry, and then so I called her up. I'm like, hey, is this Pink? And she's all, yeah, and I'm like, this is Linda Perry. I think you have the wrong Linda Perry. I'm really not hip, and I don't know the style of music. And then she started laughing, and she's like, is this the girl that sang Dear Mr. President and was in Four Non Blondes? I'm all, yeah. And she's like, nope, you're the right person. So I met her, and then we just gelled, we vibed, we were like, we were connected, and then I had just written Get the Party Started, and that's kind of where all that shit happened.
Wow. All the awards that you've won, big awards, and you're in the Songwriters Hall of Fame as well. Does that count for anything for you?
No, man, no.
Well, no way.
You know what my award is? Look at. See that Fairchild? It's right there, kids. See this little beautiful little thing? That's a trophy to me. Over here, these are all my little mono Fairchilds. This guitar, oh, wait, is hard. This guitar right here, that's a trophy. This studio is my trophy. This is the only thing that means anything. The awards, as nice as they are, they don't really mean anything, especially Grammys, because it's like they're only putting the people that are going to make a good show. Those are the people who are winning, or those are the people who are nominated, the ones that are going to make the show look good. I want an Oscar. I want that. That's the trophy I covet. I'm going to get one. We'll talk about it next time. You'll record this, and you'll remember this.
I will take you up on that, actually. When the night you win the Oscar, I'll be in touch.
Yeah.
I'll say, can
we'll
we
talk
get
the next. I'll call you from the Oscars, and we'll do our show right there. Look at motherfucker! I have my Oscar. Remember, I said this last year.
Well, maybe even during. Why do an acceptance speech? We'll just talk during the acceptance speech. I gather you struck up a good working relationship with Dolly Parton.
Oh, I love Dolly. I love her. She's like, listen, everybody. If it's on your bucket list, I would put it on your bucket list to somehow meet Dolly Parton, because that is a magical being right there. Like, she is like such a high frequency, and I love her to death. What an honor to have met and worked with her.
She does great things in this city. She has a literacy scheme that gives books to young children. So
she does great things for the world. She's a great human being.
Mm. So the soundtrack that you're working on at the moment, can you tell us what it is, or is it top secret?
Oh yeah, no, it's a Netflix film. It's called Luckiest Girl Alive, and it stars Mila Kunis. It's a really great film. The director is Michael Barker, and he's done a lot of Handmaid's Tale. He is awesome. He's great, and it's a wonderful team. I love it. It's been so fun and so stressful at the same time. But this is like, I've done documentaries. I have a really beautiful film called To Leslie. It's an independent film. It'll be at South by Southwest, whatever the film festival out there. Really, really stunning film. Really super simple cue. Most of it was done with an out-of-tune pump organ. I don't know, why not? And so it's like, I think that's the beauty of music. It's like, if you're feeling it, man, and it feels good and it sounds good to your ears, why not?
Why not? Linda, do you keep track of time in your studio? Because it strikes me that you could very easily lose track of time and end up working till crazy hours.
Yeah, so I worked till 3 a.m. last night. I went home. I slept till 6. I put my clothes on, my hat, jumped in the car, and came right back to the studio. I got here at 6:30, and I'm just working on cues right now. So I don't sleep much. Time, I guess I'll know the time, when I don't, it really doesn't matter. Time is extremely important to me because, like, for instance, right now I have very little time to get prepared for, people to come here. But then we have all the time in the world too, It's like, I guess it's really dependent on the moment.
Have you experienced writer's block, or whatever the equivalent is when you're making soundtracks? Do you have a moment where things aren't quite working out for you?
Somehow everything always works out for me.
It's the hat.
It's the hat, but it's like I have a very interesting perspective. I don't write from thought. I'm not in here writing. I'm not sitting here going, okay, what am I gonna fucking write about today? I'm gonna, oh, I heard someone say jelly up, I'm gonna write a song called Jelly Up, and this is what it's gonna fucking be. It's gonna be about me, like, how I feel, whatever, mushy. I don't do that. I'm just like, do I feel? Yes. Now I'm going to create. Do I feel? No. I'm not going to create. That's about as far as it goes with me. If I'm not feeling, I'm out. If I'm feeling, I'm in. If when I'm in my zone, anybody, this goes out to everybody. When you're in your zone, the only person that can pull me out is my son. But other than that, fuck off, leave me alone. I'm in my zone. I got to stay there. I'm in a groove. I don't care if I'm up 24 hours. I'm staying in that zone because, sometimes I don't get to talk enough. Sometimes I don't get to feel enough with somebody. Like sometimes I don't have like the conversations I want to have with, a friend, an emotional, outcry, a moment of weakness, a softness that hits me. I don't get to talk as much. I don't get to communicate with people as much. I'm very isolated a lot. And so my music, that's my emotion. That's my therapy. That's me talking it out. That's me having a breakdown. That's me patting myself on the back. That's me kicking myself to the curb. It's all in this. It's all here where I'm at. And maybe I take it too far. I don't know. But it's what I do. Like I said, music isn't a job. It's just I was born this way. I was born with this thing, this compelling pulse to create music.
It's really fascinating. So the music's coming from the heart, not from the head, despite the hat, by the way. The music's coming from the heart, not the head. That's really interesting.
Yes. I'm reading this. Brandon just said, when you live in art, and when you live in art, the art then becomes your life. That's really nice, Brandon. That's exactly the truth. It's like my life is art. Everything that I do, I'm producing. If you and I went to lunch, I'd be producing how you are during lunchtime. Like I would be like, I'm always fussing about with people. Like I'm terrible. Like I'm like always in production mode. I'm always directing or doing something because it's just in my nature. It's my nature to be in charge. I'm a woman in charge. I'm a human being empowered.
Brandon made a good point there. We're getting loads of questions through, Linda, so I'm going to hand over to John here to throw some questions out. This is fascinating. Can you just not ring Netflix and tell them to give us another hour? Just a thought.
I'll give you guys till 9 since we had our
Well,
I don't want to upset the kids.
in that case, that's amazing, very generous of you. We've got so many questions. Let's start with something I think everybody wants to know. It's what song would you hold up as your best? Not necessarily from a commercial success point of view, but if you were to shine a light on one of your songs to go, this is it. Do you have one?
I know that is probably a question that should be answered, but I'm not trying to be arty or, like a dickhead when I say this, but I'm so like, I don't know what I did yesterday. I don't. It's like I'm always just in today. I'm in the moment. So if I won awards for beautiful yesterday, that was yesterday, man. Today is another day. I got to beat that. I got to do better. So that's the part about me that I don't wish on people is I'm a workaholic. I'm extremely harsh on myself. No one needs to kick me. I'm constantly kicking myself. So I wish I was a little more gentle with myself. So I can't answer that because I never think anything I do is good, is the bottom line.
Good answer. In terms of tips for lyric writing, Linda, do you have any?
I ad lib. You know, I'm constantly letting it's a vulnerable place to be, kids, but you got to pick up your guitar. I don't know, there's probably 80-year-olds on here, but I'm going to call you kids anyways. If you're younger than me, you're a kid. But when you pick up your guitar or you go to your piano or whatever your instrument of choice, just let it show up. Because I think the mistake a lot of people do is start thinking about what they want to say before they even have a clue what the song wants you to do. So you'd start rolling. So me, I pick up my guitar. If the one was near me, I'd grab it right now. And I just start strumming, and then I ad lib. I just let it come out. I don't care if I start singing about chicken soup or the little old lady that fell by the bus or the fact that I want to kill myself every single fucking day. Whatever my emotion, that's what I allow to come out. If it's stupid, so be it. But I guarantee you, there's going to be lines in that ad lib. There's going to be lyric phrases. There's going to be parts that are just going to be so brilliant that the most brilliant songwriters in a room together would not be able to come up with, because it's that moment of weakness. It's that moment of vulnerability. This whole conversation we are having right now, I'm having. I know you guys have certain questions, but it's all ad-libbed. Everything coming out of my mouth, I don't fucking know what's happening the next word. This is how writing is. Writing should be an open communication with yourself and your instrument and your voice.
Brilliant. That's a brilliant answer. Can we talk a little bit about your role as a producer? Do you have any key approaches to artists you're working with, or does it vary on a day-to-day basis? Listen here. The truth is, there's awesome artists out there. They don't want to work with Linda Perry. They don't need Linda. You don't need Linda or someone like Linda when you're awesome already. It's like, so what I try to do is just find people or work on situations or on projects that I feel I can be helpful. If I'm not helpful, I don't want to have anything to do with it. But if I can be of service in some way, whether it's to just be in the room and hold my bat and make everybody intimidated and makes them work harder, or to sit and listen, and then once in a while, if you ask, hey, I would change that chord, or I take control, I'm the driver. If you need a limo driver to your song, I can do that. I can do whatever you want. But what I can't do is copy. I can't copy somebody. I can't emulate the latest hot fucking track on TikTok. I can't do that. I can't even copy myself. So don't come to me for fucking beautiful or get the party started or what's up or any of those shit. Because I'm not going to do that either. But if you want to have a moment of just, I don't know what the fuck is going to happen, let's just do it and see, I'm your girl. Another great answer. Can we talk a little bit about your actual engineering chops? How did you learn to be an engineer and record and mix?
This is not me being an a-hole, but from all those fucking motherfucker dudes that didn't want to tell me what they were doing because they're dickheads, they're unsupportive, and they think it's a man's world inside a studio. This room has been a man's room for a very long time, but one day I said, not anymore, and I went and bought a bunch of shit, And I've taught myself how to do all this stuff. I didn't go to school, but it was being driven and inspired by the lack of support that a lot of, I should say more in earlier days. Can't you just be a singer? Maybe you should put a little more makeup on. Fuck you. I mean, that exists. I'm not even being an a-hole about it. It just exists out there. Fucking motherfuckers in the studio think that they have some kind of fucking power over women because they know how to turn a fucking knob. So I said, and I came in balls up, man. I was waving my dick harder.
Oh, what a time what a time to lose you.
Nice quote.
Linda, can you still hear us? That's a tantalising moment to lose Linda.
I'm here.
Yeah.
Back.
I think you're back.
Try talking.
Right, we're going to try again. Linda, can you hear me? I think, as you say, you've got too much energy for Wi-Fi. You're even with your hat on, your brain is getting through the Wi-Fi. I'm not, just so you know, Linda, I'm not hearing you. I don't know if you can hear me or not. I can hear your keyboard. Yeah, we can hear typing, but we can't hear you.
So Linda says she can hear us.
Okay.
We can't hear Linda, but we can hear you typing every now and again.
Linda, wave if you can hear us. I can see you, but I think it might be frozen. It feels like it's improving. Hi Linda, can you hear me now? I hope she calls us from the Grammys or from the Oscars. Yeah.
But we can't hear Linda.
No, Linda, we can see you. I can see you moving, but we can't hear you for some reason.
It's like very slow, very so glitchy. Oh dear.
Are we doing that?
Oh, I think you're slowly coming back into the room. Can you
Hello?
hear me? Hey, Linda, can you hear us now?
I can't. I've always been hearing you.
Okay, well, we're hearing you now. You're back. You're back. So I'll go back to
Okay,
John.
weird.
Thank you for bearing with us. We'll go back to John with the questions again.
You were talking about your engineering. I think you gave us a great quote about that, and you essentially decided to learn your engineering chops yourself in a man's world. So do you think in 2022 has the axis switched a little bit, so it's a little more equal, or not?
No, it's not equal at all. It's still very I think 2% of women occupy the audio tech area. Only 2% of women. And so, I just started a new organization called Equalize Her. And we're going to launch our platform at South by Southwest, March 15th and 16th. We're doing a big event. I'm hosting a panel. I'm moderating a panel with a bunch of awesome women, and then we're putting together a really great two nights of really great music, very diverse, and so I'm excited about that. I have to. I gotta fight for this because when I was in Four Non Blondes, people just did not understand what they were dealing with, and it was constantly pushing and fighting, and you get scars on your knuckles from punching all the time, and so I think that right now women are in the studios. They're doing a lot of great shit. They always have been, but it's not enough. So I got to figure it out. So my partner and I, Alicia Ballard, we started this Equalizer, and we're going to start figuring how to find a solution for this very, very long awaited problem that we've been dealing with. Is that even right? I don't even know if that sounded right.
Would you bring it over to the UK as well for us?
Oh, I love the UK. I will be out there. I miss the UK. It was actually my favorite places to play was all over there when I was in my band. But I don't get to visit as much. But yeah, I mean, I'm going to go wherever people need me. And I think it's just time for me to step it up a little bit. I don't think I've been doing enough for women. I think I'll try to do a little harder now.
Just so I can check that I've understood this. So when you're in Four Non Blondes, you wanted to get involved in the technical side, the studio side, and you're kept at arm's length. Is that what you're saying?
Yeah. So if you guys listen to Four Non Blondes, you put on that record, what you're going to hear is very clean.
Yeah.
Everything sounds bright, clean. My voice sounds extremely high and perfect and clean. And it's very high end. And one of the questions I kept asking the producer, it's like, why is everything so fucking bright? And then, Linda, just be the singer. And,
okay.
Don't worry. You do your job. Let me do my job.
I see.
And so that motherfucker ruined What's Up. What's Up, it was my production. I said, fuck you. This is not the version that's going on the record. I took the band, we re-recorded the song, and that's the version. Me having no idea what I'm doing. I'm turning knobs in the studio, pretending. It was like the great fucking con. I had absolutely no idea.
So the version that we played on the radio over here was your version?
That was me.
Good.
That was me. I produced that. I turned the knobs. I moved microphones, got the drum sounds. There was a great engineer that was there helping me. But I created that version because the version the David Tickle did was horrible. It just wasn't the song that I wrote. So, I had to step it up and take charge, and no one wanted to give me credit for that because then it was me being the singer of the band, protecting my band and my song. Mm-hmm. But no, you didn't really do anything.
Yeah.
It's like, what? What do you fucking mean?
Yeah. No,
That's the song that
I see
sold
the problem.
all the records and made us so popular. That version, the one I did. So it was okay. I don't have bitter feelings. I turned those feelings into action. So what I did was like, okay, I see how it's going to be now. And then I just started doing what I needed to do. No one was ever going to ever do anything like that to me ever again.
Brilliant.
Linda, we've got some questions about mental health in the music industry, and in your experience, people you've worked with, has the support altered positively in the industry for supporting young artists or established artists for what the expectations are on them?
I don't think so at all. I think that is a wonderful, wonderful sentiment to be thinking about. It's extremely important in this business and life in general. But in the entertainment business, it gets swept under the rug. It gets called other names. And it's treated in a way that is unhealthy. And people end up killing themselves. There it is. It's that clear. Someone has emotional issues that they are having a hard time dealing with. Management, label, whoever, bandmates. Well, can we deal with this after tour? Can we deal with this after the record? Do you think it's really like, maybe just have a drink, man? Maybe you're just have a drink. Maybe you're not getting enough sleep. Did you eat today? It's everything else, but you know what, man? I don't feel right. My head feels funny. I have weird thoughts, and I feel constantly have anxiety, and I wake up depressed, and it's getting worse. Well, maybe you just need a couple days off, and then it's too late. Then you kill yourself because no one hears you. So the music industry really needs to pay attention to that, because I mean, isn't it proven in history that there is a fucking mental issue in this business? And you may not have walked into this business with one, but you definitely walk out with it.
Thankfully, there are people to talk to over here, and I hope hopefully there. Listen, we need to let you go and do your thing with Netflix, but thank you so much for being there. We've agreed two things, Linda. You're going to bring Equalizer over here at some point, and you're going to call me from the Oscars. Don't you forget.
I won't forget, and I want to tell you that maybe, I would love, I said some really great things today. I'm really actually happy with myself. If there's a way to remind me of some of these things I said, I don't know if this gets transcribed, but I think there were some really important things that were discussed here, and I would like to, if there was a way to transcribe this conversation, I would deeply appreciate that, because I would like to refer to this interview in the future with some of the answers and some of these really great questions. So thank you, everybody, for your questions, and sorry about the glitches, and I will let you know. Maybe we can talk sooner, but thank you. I appreciate it.
Thank you. You've been amazing. Thank you so much.
Okay, bye.
Bless you. Wow.